This is Virginia, the Old Dominion, cradle of our American history. Home and stomping ground of many of our nation's founding fathers, Washington, Jefferson, Monroe, and others. Virginia, where the rich splendor of mountains and valleys and sea and sky are wed in a panorama of scenic beauty, such as we see here at Natural Bridge. The scenic beauty goes even deeper than the surface, for here in Virginia are many subterranean caverns offering sights long to be remembered. World famous are the U.S.A. and Endless Caverns. And situated along the Atlantic seaboard of this fabulous area is Virginia Beach, truly a playtown to the thousands of people who visit here each year. Virginia Beach can claim the Atlantic Ocean as its front yard. Sometimes the ocean is rambunctious and pounding, but mostly it caresses the broad, uncrowded beaches with a gentle surf rolling in just right, making it loads of fun for young and old alike. You'll be thrilled by the magnificent new $1 Million Beach, the results of a mammoth facelifting operation that covers the entire waterfront. These children are playing in more than 2 1/4 million cubic yards of clean, new sand, pumped in to provide sun lovers with a broad, smooth beach, 160 feet wide and 8 miles long. So there's plenty of room for everybody. And the ocean sends refreshing breezes to temper the warm summer sunshine. From the air, you can see the Chesapeake Bay to the north. And adjacent to Virginia Beach is a maze of rivers, bays, and lakes, placing fishing and water sports high on the recreation list. Lynn Haven Inlet is a convenient outlet to the Chesapeake and the Atlantic, but we'll see more of this later. Virginia Beach is the principal town in historic Princess Anne County, and among other things, its economy is stabilized by a rich farming area, and the fields look like a patchwork quilt from up here nearly 5,000 feet. And they support some mighty fine farms. While we're up this high, let's take a bird's eye view of Bird Neck Point, site of the Cavalier Yacht and Country Club, Riding Academy, and Golf Course, and some beautiful waterfront property. Many people here live in homes along the beach, but there are all kinds of wonderful places for visitors to stay. Most of the modern apartments and hotels offer year-round as well as vacation accommodations. The famous Cavalier is almost a town in itself and has its own indoor pool where swimming lessons are a specialty for children and older folk too. But if you like motels, there are some fancy ones here in Virginia Beach, each with their own unique design. This one has a delightful patio in the back facing the golf course, where guests enjoy a continental breakfast in the morning sunshine and restful relaxation all day long. Many of the hotels and apartments are right on the boardwalk, and sunbathing can be enjoyed on the lawns as well as the beach. Did we say boardwalk? Well, that's what they like to call it, even though it's really a broad, smooth concrete promenade extending 3 miles along the waterfront. At night, the merry-go-round, the Ferris wheel, and a colorful variety of children's rides are crowded with fun lovers of all ages, bent on packing all the excitement they can into their vacation. The neon signs of the many fine business establishments flood Atlantic Avenue with a blaze of color at night. And no vacation at the beach would be complete without saltwater taffy. So come on in and let's see how it's made. Here the flavor is added to the creamy taffy as it's being pulled. Doesn't that look good? The red stripes tell us that this is peppermint taffy. It has to be stretched out long and thin, so it'll fit into the automatic cutting and wrapping machine. A whirling blade cuts it into bite sizes, and this thingamabob wraps the tasty kisses in wax paper faster than you can count almost. Pure candy, all ready for pure enjoyment. There's always something going on day and night here in Playtown, USA. The fine cast of Theater Go-Round presents top-notch shows under canvas during the summer months. After the theater, or any time, dancing to some of the best-known bands is enjoyed by this happy crowd. And good food can always be enjoyed early or late. Ah, tangy seafood. Fried chicken. Good. Early morning finds the pier crowded with hundreds of fishermen and fisherwomen pulling them in two at a time. Fishing for spots is great fun, and with two hooks on one line, it's doubly exciting. These little fellows are prized for good eating and are commonly called spots because of the small black dot you see just behind the gills. Fishing and crabbing is, of course, big sport in the waters around Virginia Beach. You can go deep sea fishing or fish from small boats in the rivers and lakes. All varieties are available, but perhaps most appealing to our cameraman was this father and son combination. It's heartwarming to see such devotion to the following of Isaac Walton. Well, what do you know? The youngster has his first bird nest. That's a backlash or snarled line to you non-fishermen. Say, he has beginner's luck and hooks a nice-sized flounder. These are Chesapeake Bay blue crabs. Of course, crabbing appeals to just about the whole family in these parts. The fine art of catching crabs requires a delicate pull on the baited string. This little girl seems to have the right touch, and it's a big hard shell. Whoops, watch out for your toes. The little fellow is concerned as to whether it'll pinch him or not. It surely will, but it's mighty good eating. However, if fishing and crabbing are not your calling, come along and we'll find a sport to suit your fancy. The racket wielders will find the tennis courts in top shape. Or maybe yours is the paddle variety. These boys at the beach club nets have a pretty class of rooters. I'll say. For some, tea dancing is a sport. Music is the finest, and it fills the afternoon with a gay and colorful atmosphere. These girls have found the Riding Academy just what they wanted. And shuffleboard is that combination of moderate exercise and skill that satisfies all ages. The golfers have not been forgotten either. The Princess Anne and Cavalier courses are among the best. Each have 18 challenging holes. The fairways wind through rolling countryside and are bordered by stately pines and beautiful homes. Each year, the annual Virginia Beach Open is played here and draws some of the greatest names in golf. Here is a slow-motion study of a young local boy who has very nice form. Today, we're watching the final round of an inter-club tournament, and the playing is par. So come along and enjoy golf with us. However, if you're in a hurry, you can always putt through a fast 9 on the miniature course. Remember the lakes, rivers, and bays we saw from the air earlier in the picture? Well, they're just what the doctor ordered for the lovers of water sports. Whether yours is the luxury yacht, a runabout, or sailboat, The facilities for this recreation here in the waters around Virginia Beach are tops. The sheltered lakes and bays are also wonderful for water skiing. The sand dunes all along the shore are swell for riding or just playing, and are a part of Seaside State Park, a fine wooded retreat bounded on two sides by water. This park is only one of the many interesting places that can easily be reached by a short drive from Virginia Beach. Just north of the city is Old Fort Story on Cape Henry in Princess Anne County. Still standing near the present lighthouse is the historic old Cape Henry light, built by the United States in 1791. But this first light was not shining more than 300 years ago, when a small band of hardy English colonists made their first landfall in the New World at this spot. Later, they sailed up the broad James River and established the first permanent English settlement in the spring of 1607. Here in Old Jamestown, you can trot the ground and see the places that were the very beginning of our American heritage. Remember John Smith and Pocahontas? The seat of colonial government flourished here for nearly 100 years and was then moved to the more popular Williamsburg a few miles away. Time stands still here in colonial Williamsburg, for the town lives today in the manner and tradition of those earlier colonial days. The governor's palace and gardens reign once again in all their elegance and splendor. Raleigh Tavern was a favorite meeting place for the fiery patriots who had the vision. And nearby Yorktown was the battleground where that vision developed into real independence for the 13 original colonies that were to be the seed for our United States. Stepping back out of the pages of living history, we can see that Norfolk, only 16 miles from Virginia Beach, is a great naval center and industrial area with many points of interest. Between Norfolk and Virginia Beach is the beautiful municipal garden. It's a riot of color in the springtime when the azaleas and dogwood are in full bloom. Young aviators here at the O.S.A. Naval Air Station put fast Panther jets through their paces. This station is an important link in the Atlantic Coast Defense System. Needless to say, Virginia Beach is a favorite recreation area for these naval airmen. Yes, sir, there's much to do and see in and around Virginia Beach. It's mighty easy to get here from all parts of the country, too. Capital, National, and Piedmont Airlines, major bus lines, and 10 railroads serve the area. The ferry ride across the Chesapeake Bay via the Ocean Highway makes the auto trip from the north a pleasant experience. And at vacation time, it's the call of the opened road, and all highways lead to Virginia Beach. It's the lure of the sand, the sun, and the surf that draws fun lovers from all walks of life to this vacation paradise. Now here's a fella that's using his head. He's a beach attendant with a stack of rubber floats, and this is the boy to see for sunbrellas, beach chairs, floats, and all sorts. Oops! But it's all in fun. It's a thrill riding down a foaming breaker on one of these air-filled surf rafts. And it's safe, too, for everybody. Trained lifeguards are always on duty. Sometimes it's hard to stay on top, though. Oh, life at the beach is wonderful. Now here's good duty. The beach photographer has found a willing model. Turn your head just a little. That's it. Now wet your lips and say, please. Hold it. That's it. Hold it. Good. As far as the eye can see, blue Atlantic, broad sun-baked beaches, and sun-loving people enjoying a well-earned vacation at the seashore. But what's this? An amphibious invasion? No, it's Sand Festival Day, and visitors by the thousands from near and far have thronged to the beach today for this first annual Sand Festival at Virginia Beach, a gala affair to celebrate the opening of the grand new $1 Million Beach. Emerging from the briny waves aboard a special Coast Guard duck, like one of Neptunus Rex's Venus queens, is Miss Virginia Beach. That's her real name, too. Guest of honor reigning over the festivities of the day. The newsmen record the historic event. And Mayor Murray makes it official. The whole rootin' tootin' shindig has a gay, carefree atmosphere of wholesome beach life about it, and Jimmy Dorsey's orchestra gets things going with a rousing tune. Boy, oh boy! The big highlight of the festival is the 10,000 free hot dogs and soft drinks. Aided by the cooking facilities of the local National Guardsmen, the tantalizing little sausages surrounded with a familiar bun and graced by taste bud tingling condiments go like hotcakes. Or should we say, hot dogs. The word spreads fast and the crowd flocks to the spot for a hot dog. There's more than one way of getting through the crowd. Everybody, just everybody, is munching on the national sandwich. Well, almost everybody. What? Another one? And this fella seems to have his eye on the All-Star show. The appearance of the former Mr. America and his muscle act gets the spectacular Sand Festival athletic show off to a powerful start. The weightlifting demonstration brings out the best in these fellows. And up in the air over the whole affair is this sky-high balancing act. Believe me, it's windy and plenty shaky up there. Now, where did these zanies come from? And where in the world did they get those bathing suits? Well, looks like the hot dog show is still going on, too. Boy, he must be hungry. It's a field day for the news and TV cameramen as they shoot the unique Sand Festival football game between two all-girl teams. Official uniforms are helmets, jerseys, and bathing suits. It's a rough and tumble battle all the way, and no holes are barred. And it's another first down. Signals are called, ball is snapped, and it's a reverse. No, it's a long pass. Oh, incomplete. Too bad. It's a fast game this barefooted, sand-slinging, curvaceous squad of feminine cavaliers is playing, and the twisting and turning pays off. That tricky reverse play clicks again, and another touchdown is scored by the Cavaliers. It's a tired bunch of girls, but according to tradition, down go the goalposts in a final blaze of victory. It was a tough game, Ma, but we won. And it's the exciting end to a thrilling experience for all of us. Not only the football game and hot dogs, but the whole joyous Sand Festival brings to a close a gay and happy vacation time at the beach. The festival mood sets the crowd of nearly 15,000 dancing in the sand to the Virginia Beach Sand Festival song. You know, it's been real fun having you here today, so come back often, because you're always welcome at Virginia Beach, Playtown, U.S.A.